Snitches? Welcome back to another episode of We Want Gossip with Meredith and Steph. We are back to recap the Bachelor in Paradise premiere. This is the only thing we genuinely care about. And honestly, first episode, there was some drama.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually excited about it. It didn't really let me down like sometimes the seasons do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Like last season, for example. Mm-hmm. And then for Gossip of the Week, we are going to be talking about Rihanna coming out of nowhere and headlining the Superbowl.
Thank you, ma'am.
Then Steph's favorite influencer, Molly Mae, is pregnant.
Hallelujah.
I knew the second I saw that on Instagram that she was like literally filled with joy.
I still can't stop thinking about it, talking about it. I'm like, this feels really personal. We'll get into it.
And then we're going to talk about Hailey Bieber going on Call Her Daddy. Let's get into it.
Update. Hello. Just had to have a quick We Want Gossip business meeting.
You know how those go. This hairstyle, I will say,
bubbles.
Especially with the blue top. But
totally.
But I feel like, you know, it's so funny because when you do that hairstyle with your long hair, I feel like it's a totally different effect with my hair with the short hair.
Totally, absolutely.
But like you have been rocking this hairstyle for quite years.
College. It was my only hairstyle I ever wore.
And this is the first time I've ever tried this because I am like the most basic person when it comes to doing my hair. I feel like you are constantly trying new styles, the space buns.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're good about trying that out.
But I also can't do certain things like I can't use like a claw clip because it's like
it's too much.
It's so thick too that I can't even like wrap it up to fit underneath. But if I leave it out, it's so long that it's just like hanging. It doesn't look right.
Have you seen the TikToks of the girls that will step on the claw clips? Like, they're supposed to be the most industrial claw clips, like where people will like step on them and jump on them and they don't break. And they're meant for like big, thick hair and they're supposed to be super, super sturdy. You should try one of those.
I'm not also looking to have a clip that's huge, but I know there are like resources. There are options. I just got to figure it out. Your mom is always sending me like, do this with your hair. And like their braids and stuff, but I also need to learn how to French braid my own hair. I don't know how. Imagine though.
No,
I have so much hair. My arms would actually fall off my body.
No, even doing my hair, the French braid hurts my arms. Like it's very painful.
Yeah, curling my hair takes 3 hours.
Yes.
I'm interested in the Dyson blow dryer as well. So.
She needs it.
I just to dry it. Like because some people have said like the curling tools and stuff like won't necessarily might not work with my hair because it's so long. But whatever. I have a barrel that's long enough for that. But the quick drying factor, I mean, my hair takes 2 people at the hair salon to dry it. Like, it takes forever. Your arm's breaking. I'm like, I need something like Carly Bible. Same hair. It's like, let's nip it in the butt. I want this done in 10 minutes.
For real.
Because it's just...
You either, A, need to ask for that for Christmas from Adam.
For sure.
Or B, give it to yourself as a Christmas gift.
I mean, I don't know what I'm waiting for.
No.
I always feel like I couldn't find them, but then I kind of stopped. Like, I looked into getting them when they first came out, and they were, like, sold out everywhere. Now I've kind of, like, dropped the ball on it.
Because I think now they, like, have them in stock at Ulta. Whereas, like, you could just walk in the store and grab one.
I want someone to buy it for me.
Yeah, for real. It's way easier to like let someone else buy that for you.
Yeah. Hey. And it's an actual necessity. This isn't just like I want the new toy. It's like I need to do my hair in a timely manner every day.
Absolutely. My brother got his girlfriend one and she has like my length hair.
Yeah.
And she's even saying it's a game changer. So I'm like, if it's a game changer it takes me like 10 minutes to blow dry my hair.
2 seconds
like,
you're ready.
Literally.
Like, come on.
So I'm like, if it's that fast for her, where it's like literally cut her time in half, I can only imagine.
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, for real. We'll follow up on that.
Yeah, for real. Okay, where should we start? Bachelor in Paradise premiere.
So I just took some quick notes while I was watching. Some honorable mentions, you could say, because it's like, for people that have podcasts that recap Bachelor in Paradise, recap Bachelor, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so much going on.
A lot
people
of
are crossing, a lot of names. Like, Zachary Reality even was saying, he's like, it takes a lot out of me to, like, fully, and he does a much deeper dive.
It's like a family diagram and, like, connecting the dots between everybody, like, in and outside of the show as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about the highlights, the honorable mentions. So we're going to start off with the intros. One that I wrote down was Johnny with his rap. The toes in the sand. Yeah. Why did that sound like a Phineas and Ferb song?
I actually go, his voice is kind of dope to listen to. That I go, giving me like Young Gravy or something, you know, of like, I didn't mind it.
And I go, Johnny, when did you, sir, have the time to create this in between Gabby and Rachel's season and now? Like, just, it came out of left field for me. Yeah. And it was just funny. And it's
so good.
And I'm like, it's so funny, the dynamics on the beach, because it's like you've got guys from Katie's season and Michelle's season and Clayton's girls.
And then some throwbacks.
And then also Gabby's guys.
Yes.
Which I'm like, that was a quick turnaround for them.
I know. And everybody's like, they don't know the full cast yet. Or, they don't know some of those guys from the new season.
When did they start filming Paradise? Because it's like the show probably was still airing.
Yeah, while they were doing
this.
Right.
So they really don't know them.
Right.
Ooh, that would be nerve-wracking. Because I feel like you really get to know them on the show.
Right, totally. Who's another one?
Brandon and Serene. So Serene was first on the beach. And Michael A. was the first guy on the beach, which I love Michael A.
I know. Okay, real quick. Would you want to be like one of the first people there or come in near the tail end when there's other people there watching you come in? Because it's a fine line. You could be gambling with being like Lace when she walked in and everybody's already clicked up to chatting.
Totally.
And so it's like nobody's even seeing your grand entrance and she's like, hello.
But I feel like that's just Lace. Because yes. We didn't see Victoria Fuller come down, but Victoria was such a hot commodity on her season.
Everybody else
She's
came down,
gorgeous.
Everybody.
Like, I feel like when she comes down, she's going to make an entrance. Like,
yeah.
Also Lace, I can't tell if it was editing, but like the quiet highs. Like, hey, everyone. I go, if this is me, I'd be like, what up?
And it's also like, you don't know them either. Like, she's really offended that nobody knows her and cares to talk to her. But it's like, that she didn't get the grand entrance, which whether it went down that way, but the way that we saw it go down when she entered and nobody's turning and looking at her and she just sneaks up to the bar like, I'm here, hello. Like,
she's always been a character.
But, like, they don't know you. But also, I'm like, if that's genuinely nobody was acknowledging, like, because everybody's already in conversations, so it's kind of hard to be looking at the stairs and then, like, which groups do you go when everybody's kind of spread out already chatting?
Yeah.
If you're kind of the first group that's already there, you kind of already get to establish that group, and then as people come in, you're grabbing your own cliques.
I would want to be there.
But I also want the attention to come down with everybody there.
Yeah, grand entrance. Yeah. I guess it depends because, like, I feel like in the beginning of the show, they have lots of entrances coming down. People are expecting people to come down. Whereas when Lace entered, it was, like, hours later. Like, it was dark at this point, and Lace was, or, like, dusk.
Yeah.
And, like, Lace is coming down, and it's like, well, it seems like they probably thought everyone's already here already.
Right.
So, yeah, I agree. I would definitely want to be there early for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to Serene, Michael, they're the first ones down there. So,
Serene and Brandon, like, I already was shipping them. I thought they would go. They look so good together. Yes.
Perfect.
Because it's like she's so tiny and petite and he's kind of shorter and it's just like they look like they are meant to be together.
Absolutely. Like I've never
like a gorgeous couple.
And like she's so too I feel like mature and like she's just so level-headed.
Yes.
And I feel like he is also like he has so much to give. He's so sweet. He's like totally the perfect even when it was down to Michelle and him on his season.
We wanted Brandon.
It's like he is your perfect specimen that you've been looking for. He checks all of your boxes when it comes to being like in a relationship. So these two, and they're both so excited to see each other to like finally meet.
I go love at first sight if I've ever seen it, where they're just sitting there like
she's waiting and nonstop talking like I really hope he comes down. He comes, he finally arrives. First thing he does is go and grab her. And even the girls are like, did you see that he just all these other guys are milling around, tiptoeing around, talking to the girls and like playing it coy. It's
for
like,
real.
And Brandon comes down and says, Serene, I want to chat with you. They kiss. Fireworks. And
it's like I love like the nerves, like they're so cute,
oh my gosh.
It's so funny when I watch this, and I'm sure you probably feel the same way, where it's just like I feel like I haven't been on a first date. Well, I haven't been on a first date in 8 years. But I'm like, it's just like I'm like the awkwardness. I don't remember that where I'm just like it's been or I'm like talk. Where it's like I don't even what do you say? Like what conversation?
It gives me like for my sorority when we would do recruiting.
Yes.
And it's like
the bump groups.
It's like 10 like minutes and you have to get to know every single person that comes in front of you. What do you talk about?
Right.
How do I get to know you super quick but not be like weird? And also I probably won't remember what half of the things you're saying. You know, where it's like that is really awkward.
It was weird. And I'm just they weren't weird. But I'm saying it is weird. Like that that first like conversation.
But they like I was like, wow, without even saying a word, your guys' energy is like just colliding.
Yes.
Like they didn't even have to say anything.
No, ma'am. Love at first sight if I have ever seen it. They are totally giving Jade and Tanner vibes.
Yes,
like I hope they make it till the end.
Nobody better mess this up.
No, I feel like the fact that they both were so drawn to each other ahead of time, the way it all panned out in the beginning, like I feel like it's just meant to be. And they're not trying to force it like a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's talk about Michael A. Michael A is 38 and he looks so damn good.
Glow up city.
I mean, like literally the Bachelor world does do it to people where they're like, let me get my ass into shape after I've been on TV.
For real.
He's amazing. I literally love him to pieces.
I know.
Like he's my favorite guy on the beach.
Nobody deserves him.
Nobody does deserve him. And the one thing I wish he would stop doing is like referencing how young everyone is and how he's so old. And like when he's talking to Sierra, she's like, you're an old soul. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not old,
he's
bro.
aging himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No one would even have a single clue.
Right.
And it's also like 38's not that old. It's like freaking Joe and Serena got engaged last year. They are getting married.
And honestly, a lot of these girls are probably looking for like a man, not a boy. You know, like somebody that's like got their shit together.
And everyone on the beach saying like Michael's the most like
anybody would be lucky to be with him.
Who thinks Michael's hot? Everyone's like, yep, thank you. Like I love him to pieces.
Yep.
Oh, he was my favorite on Katie's season too. Like just such,
of course,
the fact that like, you know, he's like still hung up on his wife. I mean, of course, exactly. Yeah, like it's just the saddest story ever.
Good for him that he is like still putting himself out. I can imagine dating after like losing your wife. You have a baby together. Like I just can't even imagine. And the fact that and on TV with everything too, it's like, wow, good for him, like, making those moves. Yes. Like, you know, trying to move on.
100%.
I want nothing but joy for him.
Me too. And it's like, I really, really hope he makes... I don't think the show would ever do him dirty.
No, I don't think
so.
We would all boycott.
I feel like...
I would be mad.
America would turn.
Yeah.
Like, they would say...
Not for the best.
Not for the good. Yeah, so I really hope he finds love. Love that he's on the beach.
Yep.
Okay, next up, let's talk about Shanae.
I'm interested.
I am interested about it. She's giving me this season a very, very similar edit as Crystal from many years ago. Yep. Villain on her season, friend on the show. Everybody kind of likes her because I saw the previews of her and Genevieve being friends. I go, wait, excuse me?
Right. When Genevieve was dreading seeing Shanae if she came to the beach, and she's like, I don't want her to know who I'm interested in. I don't want her having like anything to do with who I want to pursue because she'll pursue it. And like, but then on the previews or whatever, it looks like they're actually like amicable. So yeah.
We'll see.
We want drama, but also I'll take it because she drives me insane that I actually don't even want to go there again with her. Like my head will explode.
Shanae's type of drama is like so irritating. Whereas the drama with like Jill and Kira is entertaining.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
I love the stupid, messy drama like that instead of like where Shanae is being.
I'm frustrated with her,
evil, like cynical, and being mean, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like
actually making us question our own reality.
Absolutely. And I was listening to a Bachelor podcast where they were saying, like, America loves train wrecks. Absolutely. But there is, like, where you cross the line with the train wreck where you can't come back.
Yes.
Like what they did to Tino.
Yeah.
Tino was already a train wreck, and we were loving the train wreck we were seeing. And then you brought out Avid, and everyone's like, you know, you took it one step too far.
Yep.
You ruined it.
Yeah.
We were. You had your villain. We loved the train wreck, and now it's too far.
Yeah.
So that's where Shanae goes, and that's why I don't like her as much. But I am excited to see what she brings to this season.
Right, because she says she's got a couple guys in her.
Well, and she's already making out with Tarzan. Which,
I know.
Okay, I hated everything about that.
Oh, just like giving me like gross like boys holiday like vibes, you know, where
not
I'm
the
like,
boys holiday,
UK Love Island
holiday,
but like, ugh.
I hate it.
He's like loving this attention and like too big for his britches. You were literally.
In fact,
nobody was
too small for your britches. Yes. Wear something else. I would be so disgusted.
No,
when he hugs Serene, his dong straight up touches her. She's like, ew, like gross.
I don't need any part of your body brushing up on me.
Put it away. No,
we already saw that last year and it was weird.
Wear a Speedo or something. Yeah. Straight up like a sock. I'm just like, ew. And what, a leave? Is that what it's supposed to?
And also, like, I know that he's like, you know, some of the guys are trying to go a funny route with the girls and like, you know, careless, like funny, but it's like, honestly, I would guarantee majority of these girls here right now are actually trying to find like a serious thing. Like they're actually looking for like to fall in love with somebody over the summer romance. And it's like,
except for Kira,
you're giving me boy energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Besides the one few that are voicing that they are how unheard of it would be for anybody on this beach to be here for anything not to fuck around.
Yeah, let's just actually touch on the whole Kira, Jill, Romeo.
I'm dying.
Oh my god. So Kira, before this whole turn of events, like I was liking Kira's energy. It's messy. It's given messy energy, and I'm loving it. And I also like that she's a doctor. It's just funny. The juxtaposition is out of this world.
It's like the TikTok that's like my 9 to 5 me and my 5 to 9 me.
Yeah,
or whatever. Like, okay. okay.
And like I love the Queen Victoria energy. Let's just mess this.
I was
place
just
up.
about to say it. Like, yeah,
you know,
she's like, I'm not taking this seriously at all until it doesn't go her way.
Until it's very similar to Demi.
Yes.
Demi, where it's like, I don't care. I'm here to have fun.
I don't want
the second she gets rejected, it's like, poor me.
Yeah, she's trying to put her walls up of like not
caring,
acting like she doesn't care, so she can't get hurt. When it's like, really, you do care. Yeah.
So let's explain this whole Romeo, Jill, and Kira thing.
Yes.
So it's like, Jill and Kira were friends on their season, correct?
I don't know.
They were talking about how they were friends, and they met through the show. So they were friends on their season, which I vaguely remember.
barely even remember them.
Yes.
Either of them.
I remember Jill. I don't remember Kira as much, but I do think I remember them being friends. And then after the show and everything, then Jill and Romeo became friends. Yeah. And then also Romeo knows Kira from school. So then it's like when they get into the beach, it's like Jill and him are talking, and then Kira comes up, and Jill and Kira are no longer friends. So it's like Jill, and then the whole weird drink thing.
Because she's like, Jill says like, Kira always likes every guy I like.
Yeah. So it's like, so clearly they're not friends.
And the drink thing was weird. Like, Jill's trying to have a conversation.
That's weird as hell.
With Romeo, right? Yeah. And then Kira shows up to the island, and it's like she immediately goes to when they're having a private conversation. Where I would be consistently annoyed as well.
Oh.
Like, she's allowed to do that, but it's like she's also allowed to be annoyed.
Jill is 100% in the right.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yes.
And then for Romeo, like, so, you're going to sit down, and it's like, he's getting caught between his two ladies because they're both hearing two different stories, even from whatever history they have, like, whatever's going on. He's, like, tiptoeing the line, and then is like, where's your drink, Kira? And she goes, I'll take this one. Grabs Jill's. Jill goes, I'm going to leave. I'm going to escort myself out of this conversation.
And see, like, and Jill...
I would have been like, no, you can have a sip of that, but actually it's mine. Before I would sit down and be like, are you done with that? Thanks.
And see, that's the first thought that went through my head. And Jill very much gives me... complaining energy. Like, I like Jill a lot, but it's like Jill's the type of person that never pulls the guy, but is so mad at the other person for pulling them.
Yeah, totally.
Where it's like, if she's complaining to everyone, she took my drink. If that was me and she goes, can I have this drink? I would have said, no, that's mine. Go get your own.
Excuse me.
That's my drink.
I would grab it back, I'd dump it out, and then I'd walk away and go get a new one.
I'm like that. There wouldn't be
if I'm not drinking it, you're sure as hell not drinking it.
And then for her to go and tell every single person she took my drink, I'm just like, I get it. She took your drink, but also I'm like, if I feel like you could have easily just shut that down even without it being weird.
Right.
So
that was just weird.
It was just a weird interaction. And then later on, Romeo and Jill talk again. They are like, and Jill's kind of like, let's just figure this out. Like,
I just need to know right now, like, where do you stand? And if it's me, I need to see by actions, you know, because I'm not doing this. And honestly, like, the back and forth, she doesn't want the drama with Kira. It's like, you choose. This is what we're arguing over you right now.
Right.
And it's like, I agree with her. Every time that Jill or Kira approaches, she brings her, like, Jill leaves a conversation, you know? It's like, as she should, because it's like, I'm not going to entertain this fight. I am here for him, not for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's up to him to figure it out. I'm asking him what he wants. It's based off his actions. Like, if he chooses you, take it. You know, it's like, I'm not here to bicker with you about this boy.
Totally.
You know, what I'm annoyed with is that you won't get off my ass.
For real.
It's like, and let us at least try to figure it out. I'm giving you time with him.
Totally.
And you don't see me interrupting. They have their, and then Romeo is like, I'm choosing you. I'll show you with my actions. They have a grand old kiss for the first time. and then Kira,
interrupts.
on the clock, on timely manner, walking right up to interrupt it. And you know, Jill's like, I'm out of here. And Kira, and then thank God Romeo shut her down.
Yeah, and Romeo let it be known.
I was like, this is your chance, Romeo.
Yes. And I will say, he went about it in a very mature way. Like, not
at first I couldn't tell which way he was going with it.
You can tell he's just not a fan of confrontation. And right now he's got two intense girls coming at him being like,
first night.
Choose. Literally, they just got there. So it's like, I get him being a little apprehensive, but he did stick to what he said. Right. And he's like, I am just going to focus on Jill.
I want to respect that. And like, if you could respect my decision right now.
Yeah.
And that's when, I mean,
the temper tantrum ensues.
Yeah. She's like, now she's upset. And it's like,
when she comes up to Jill, let's talk. I'm like, oh.
And if I was Jill, like, obviously you want to stand up for yourself to her and stuff. I would just be like, dude, he chose. It's, it's not worth the energy with her because she is just so like,
and it's
running 1,000,000 miles an hour in her way or the highway.
Yeah, and nothing screams more insecure on this show than when rejection is bound to happen on the show. There's so many moving pieces, so many people. It's like, the way you get rejected says a lot. And I go, Kira, when you got rejected in a very nice, mature manner, you immediately like, he's a boy. He's like, I want to
go make out with everybody else now. Yeah, and it's like, why are you so mad at Jill when it's the guy that just decided that? You know what I mean? That it's like Jill has nothing to do with you, dude. It's like,
and
he decided
and Kira's like, and why are you leaving every single time I'm coming up?
That's what she's mad about. Yeah, that's what you're mad about. Not even you're mad about the Romeo thing. But the only thing that you can point your finger at Jill to be in the wrong for is that she keeps leaving the conversation and is like, "What's your problem with me?" And I'd be like, "You're not my cup of tea." And, and even besides that, without like it being personal, it's like, I'm on my own path with my relationship. Like, it's like, why I don't want to argue with you.
Right,
I don't want to sit there and bicker in front of him. Like, let him, he just decided, like, and I don't know why Jill's so upset. She can't stand having people look at her in a negative light.
Absolutely. And that's
we know
what
people like
said.
that too. And sometimes we're like that too, obviously,
totally.
You know, but I'm like, at some point, it's like, Jill, get out of bed, stop crying about it. You won! Yes. He chose you! Who gives a shit if the bitch doesn't like you?
For real.
Join the club, get in line.
Hell yeah.
Like,
it's like, it's not time to sob in the bed.
Don't lose sleep over this,
but
you won.
And that's exactly what she said about herself from her past season. She's like, I was so aware of what everyone thought of me that like no one got to see the real Jill. And then it's like, you have one minor confrontation and it's the end of the world, which I get it. One, she might be drunk, which I could be sobbing if I was drunk.
Confronted.
Totally super confronted. And also you can tell that I feel like she's like, gets super overwhelmed with any confrontation or anything.
And she probably didn't see the conversation they had yet. Probably, you know, it's like, and even if he told her what he said, like, is she believing that he actually, like, you know, laid down the law here with Kira? So, you know, we saw that she should be feeling good, but for her, she's probably like, which is it gonna be? Like,
right. Well, something you said about the actions speak louder than words, I think that is a perfect segue to talk about our boy Justin and Genevieve. I was taken aback, Justin.
He was like reading a romance novel. I'm like, thank you. Because I love that Genevieve was like coming for him too a little bit, you know, being
she is totally that type of girl that's like the angsty,
totally,
pick.
Like, no, but over there, like,
she's like, no, you didn't even like me.
You don't, you literally hated me. He's like, we talked about.
He's like, I just got here. He's like, what do you mean? She's like, you were totally uninterested.
Yeah, oh my God, I couldn't believe you. Wait, you liked me?
And then for him to be like, do actions speak louder than words? Yeah, no, and she's
mid-talk, like, trying to be like.
And then he's like, no, do they speak louder than words? And she goes, yeah, and then he pulls and makes out with her. I go,
oh, woo!
Justin!
Sound the alarm!
I know, did not realize you had that in you, mister.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, keep it up. Because he's a hot commodity, and it's
he
like.
He is a hot commodity, which I feel like he's totally one of those guys. Like, don't get me wrong, Justin's very cute, but I'm like, he's one of those guys that his personality makes him way cuter.
Totally.
Because I'm like, and like he's a artist. Remember he painted that amazing photo? Like he's cool.
Yeah, he is cool.
He's
got like a comfortable vibe, but also a mysterious vibe at the same time because he is kind of quiet sometimes.
Yeah, but his like facial reactions, remember? Like he's funny.
Yeah, he is funny at the same time where I'm like, I could see how that'd be like endearing for those girls. And kind of being like, I bet I could walk all over you. But I'm loving him and Genevieve. I like that she's goofy. I'm a stan for Genevieve. She's a little crazy girl. You know, she pops off. But
she does pop off.
As she should. I'd be doing the same shit.
Okay, next up, let's talk about Andrew and Teddy.
I felt bad for them, like, because he gets the date card and he brings her, and how silent they were both, like, it's so silent in here. It's kind of like a force, like, instead of, like, when you looked at Genevieve and Justin on like, their private daybed, you know, just having an intimate conversation with cameras, like, to the side.
Totally.
Instead of being, let's place, like, the first date thing, but all of the setup of being, like, nervous on a first date, and then the camera's right in your face, just about you two talking. Not being, you know, drunk on the beach with the ocean and, like, laying on the cabana, you know, where, like, you could snuggle. It's like,
and where you got a couple drinks in you.
Yes, it's like, they are dressed to the nines, hello. And it's like, where he was like, I'm so nervous and I'm like forgetting what we're even talking about as I'm speaking because he was making no sense.
No, yeah.
You know, and she's just like, but then they totally got comfortable. I loved their compliments to each other where she was like, I look at you and I think joy.
Yes,
like that you bring joy to everybody's life. You are light and a joy when I look at you. He really is,
though. He's such. Remember, like I was not an Andrew fan.
Yeah,
and then he won me over.
Yeah. And then he was saying like super nice things about her too. That like she's super confident and like she's super like makes everybody feel. It was just adorable.
Teddy,
I've been waiting to do this all night, and then kisses her, and the chair was about to like do it like
fall off.
He was fully leaning.
I really love Teddy. She is drop dead freaking gorgeous. Oh my God, yeah. Excuse me. Someone wants to make an appearance.
We've got a special guest.
Hello. Loves her Auntie Stephanie.
Oh, yeah, it's my baby.
Oh my God. Allie, our friend, just got a brand new kitten.
Oh.
It's straight up. I'll insert a photo here.
Yep.
I mean
the cutest. Oh, there we go.
Gotta go.
The cutest little baby this big. Oh my gosh. It doesn't get cuter. Like we were like, I could eat him whole. He's so cute. Like. ooh, there's nothing better than a baby.
Oh,
baby,
for real.
puppy, kitten, sign me up.
For real. And it's like, we just don't see enough of those.
I know.
If I could have a kitten,
you only get a few in
every
life.
single day, just like pop up to my doorstep.
No, if I was Kylie Jenner, I would literally have 6,000 animals.
Oh,
I would have rescued every single pet out there. It'd be bad.
You would. You and Brett.
I would buy full mansions and hire full staff that only loves animals and being like full cat house. Any cat that's a stray, let them out here.
Totally. You and Brett are my animal lovers.
Yep, you know. We were saying Andrew.
Oh, and Andrew and Teddy.
Yes.
Teddy. Why is she the most stunning human being in that dress with her hair pulled up?
She's just always I have chills talking about it.
Like, she is one of
the most natural, beautiful features, beautiful personality.
Absolutely.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
Inside and out.
Thank you.
Because we know her really well.
Yeah.
Personally.
Best friends. Mm-hmm. Okay, next up, let's talk about Lace. Lacy.
I actually am really good friends with Lace. No, I saw her at Topgolf one time in Denver, and but that's when she was dating her old like bodybuilder boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I remember being like at Topgolf, being like, I know that face, because she was like a villain on her season.
Yeah,
she had a lot of controversy around like the way she talked. She was really drunk on her season sometimes.
With Ben. Well, the thing about Lace on her season, which was super interesting, was she came on and she was super messy, but then she was like so mature at the same time.
Yeah,
she sends herself home because like right in the beginning she's like, I just feel like, you know, like from my own self, like I shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, for sure. She's definitely like,
and she's opened up a lot about her struggles with drinking. Yeah, and like,
that's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to like step over the line if I wasn't sure on that, but I do, because I followed her that day, and I did see like her being like, this long since being sober. I love this new me.
She's really been working hard on that. So I think with her
since
being
her season.
Here, oh yeah, which was a long time ago. And then it's like, I think her being here, she even says it. She's like, this is the best I felt, the best I've looked ever. She's like, this is my prettiest self. But the thing about Lace is, you know, she just brings that energy.
And it's definitely like almost triggering her back to like kind of the messiness that she was before, of like, you know, she's already feeling comfortable just based off of her entrance when nobody's acknowledging that she's here.
Yep.
And then it's like, you know, she's, you know, from a long time ago on the season. So everybody here, even the people that were on last season's Paradise or like 2 seasons Bachelors ago, or, you know, like recent that are new, are even saying to themselves, being like, we're the old news.
Well, and
let alone
also,
being her.
For real. And I'm like, anybody that was making her feel uncomfortable, that would suck.
Come on.
That Hailey girl,
what?
which I go, girl, I don't even know you. I don't even recognize you from your season.
Yeah.
And it's like, and she's like, what are you doing here? You're old.
That's
like, you're like
so embarrassing. Like, why
like,
would she be here? I'm like, well, first of all, it's like, and it's like, be in her shoes as well. On not only is like it's like now in these days of Bachelor or whatever, it's like everybody hangs out after their seasons. You know, like everybody's friends, everybody knows knows their names. They didn't have that when it was like when she was on The Bachelor. So it's like, and then her coming in with everybody already knowing each other. She doesn't know anybody. She's also like older news. She's got that going through her head.
Yeah, and also I would like it to just be known. I feel like there is such a difference between a girl that's older being on Paradise versus a guy. Yeah, it's like Michael and that other guy are 38 and 37. It's like Joe was on there last year, 35, dating a 23-year-old, and no one bats an eye.
He had Becca. Yeah, that I'm like, those were a ways away.
Like, but no one bats an eye with those guys. So it's like, yeah, happy you guys are here. But then it's like with Lace, it's like when she's talking to Logan and Logan's like, I'm 26. It's like, okay, so you're 26, you're not 15.
And like,
it's like she's 32.
It's like they're not giving her great energy, but she's also at the same time, she's self-sabotaging.
Yes.
She's absolutely she's in her own head of what everybody's thinking, whether they are thinking that shit or not. It's like, dude, whatever. It's like, you're on the show. Like, you know, it's like, this is your redemption. It is what it is.
Totally.
You're this confident. Own that confidence that you said you have, that you've worked on and that you're coming in with.
Totally.
It's easier said than done. I would feel the same. But like her then crying in bed, but when it's like time for like, you know, the evening portion.
And I will say Shanae was the only one that went and talked to her.
Which I'm kind of like, though, with Shanae, I'm always like, what are your ulterior motives?
Yeah.
Because you want somebody on your side, or you want to like, you know, it's almost like she always... I don't want to think that, but I'm like, I did appreciate that at least somebody went and talked to her and tried to make her feel better.
And it's like Shanae was trying to get her out of bed and like trying to help her. Yeah. And then she decides she's getting her ass out of bed and she's pretending it's her birthday. That was the funniest move ever. I mean, loving that out of her.
She is so just like, at this point, I'm going to be spiteful.
No, 100%. She's like, yeah, you want messy? Here it is. It's my fake birthday.
No, she's definitely sabotaging her like messiness, and that's what she was trying to get over last time, where I'm like, ooh, on a beach, day drinking all day with all of these people on TV. That sounds like like a recipe for disaster that you've worked so hard on, you know?
Like, don't
and
you,
I could just see it kind of spiraling throughout the episode.
Like recovering alcoholics don't have their parties at bars. You know, it's like, this is like drinking city, and it's not like Paradise, or it's not like Bachelor where they have it controlled. You know, they were taking shots. Like in Paradise or in Bachelor, I'm pretty sure you can only drink beer and wine, right?
Oh, and like Love Island, they get 2 glasses of wine. Two. About an entire night.
Yeah. So I'm like, you guys are taking shots. So I go, okay, so everyone's a little...
Full mark. Yeah, buddy. I mean, yeah.
Totally.
Like, yep. I just feel for her where I'm like... And then, like, her conversation with Logan...
Oh, my God.
So... he looked scared. I felt really uncomfortable watching it.
I
feel
was
for her.
Back and forth. I was first on Lace's side where I'm like, Logan, why are you being a weirdo? Like, the whole 26 thing, like, don't make her feel old. Like, I'm 26, and like, but also her response where she's like, oh my God.
Like, she's also aging herself where she was like, 26, you're a baby.
Yeah.
It's like...
You're not
though. Like, you know, and it's like...
And then the part where he called her loose.
And she's like, what, 32? 33, she said?
32. Which, like, I go, is that her real birthday? You know, is she making up that age?
She's 32 right now. I think she's still saying, and she's about to be 33 in November. Unless she's saying she just turned 32 when it's not her birthday. So she's 31 or 32.
Something.
Whatever. But like, and then he doesn't know her name. Or
well,
he says...
He called her Luce as in Luce. And it's funny because it's like, that's the way that The Bachelor even... you know, did the captions, because we watch captions around here. So it's like when he's saying he called her loose, like Luce, but then she's like loose, like Loose, like you're a loose woman.
I was like, bro, come on. And it's like, he's close. Lace, loose,
you know?
And it's like, also, he doesn't know you. Everybody's learning names if you don't already know them. There's the new guys that nobody's really fully seen yet from this new season, and some of the old contestants, and not everybody knows each other, even if it's like a rando from a newer season.
And
like,
he's not calling you loose as in like you're like a loose woman. He's like calling you loose, like he thinks your name is Lucy.
I go, is she really going there with that? Like,
and she's like, loose? You think I'm loose?
And his look on his eyes is like, I don't know if I should be confused, scared, run. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make it a joke.
And he's like,
and he
goes,
can't say her real name because he doesn't know it.
And he's like, cut me some slack, bro. We just got here.
Yeah, I just met you. Like, I would be horrible with it. I still am not calling them by their names. I don't care. Like,
I'm like, oh, that was just so awkward for me. I was hating that entire.
I hated everything.
And then
he was trying to be nice, like pulling her in.
When she said, I'm only, like, you're the only one I'm interested in, and he was like, oh.
So, moment of silence for Logan.
But anyways, yeah, Logan, that entire interaction was very, 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 very uncomfy. So it's gonna be a no from me. I feel like Lace will probably be going home unless someone. Wait, no, we see her. We're in the previews. Like,
but they were not gonna send her home right away. Like, I feel like there's too much we could do with that.
I am so interested for who's coming in next.
I know. Oh my gosh,
I'm pumped. Victoria's coming in.
You know, me too.
Victoria, I liked on her season. Yeah. I know that she was kind of like a biatch, but I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I actually like and
I like her energy. Yeah, like she's like got cool girl energy.
Cool girl energy up the ass, like for sure. Demeanor, like
And I'm excited for her and Genevieve to be friends.
I know. Yeah,
they're a funny little duo.
I know, cute.
I am for it.
Who else?
That's it. That is our recap of Bachelor in Paradise.
And I'm just ready for shit to hit the fan.
Me too.
Because there's gonna be Casso more. Thank you. They need games. They need like some shit exposed. Like, I know they already stir their own drama, but it's still like we need something to mix it up.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I know.
Okay. Take it away.
Gossip of the week.
Let's get into it.
What are we starting with? Rihanna's headlining. Thank you, ma'am.
Under my umbrella.
And literally before this was announced, I was just saying, I was like, she was spotted leaving a recording studio. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know she had said she's probably gonna, like, she's working on new music eventually, but seeing her actually in action leaving a recording studio, I go, dope, what are we in for? And now she's headlining the Super Bowl. We're gonna get the ultimate throwbacks. I bet some special, like...
Disturbia.
I know.
Tess is gonna have a field day.
What is the...
I got chills just thinking about Disturbia. Look at him.
No, I know. What is the one with Spider-Man? Under My Umbrella, you know the dance that he does, that Tom Holland does the dance with Zendaya to that song.
Yeah, I was on the lip syncing contest where
that iconic video
Oh my god.
Swoop in the water. Bro, he does like a kickflip.
He is wearing like
heels
and heels.
And he's doing the ultimate performance. So good. I've watched it 6 million times.
I love it.
I would hope that maybe we'd get.
I
don't know how
Tom
we
Holland
never,
comes
but
out.
like, Tom, can you please get those fishnets back on and let's see it. Shake that ass.
We're gonna get throwbacks. I think you're right. We might get a new song. The people she's gonna bring on.
A new song or a little montage with somebody or mix it up a little.
And I feel like Rihanna brings a different game.
And different energy. This shit, she means business.
She's about to be like Beyonce Part 2.
We're gonna get a documentary out of this.
Oh my god, she is just a powerhouse.
I mean, mysterious. Like, she is the ultimate mega queen, right up there with Beyonce, but like more mysterious to me than Beyonce.
Absolutely more mysterious. It's like, when we have kids, they're gonna look at Rihanna like we look at Madonna, where it's like just a icon.
Oh my god. And it's like Beyonce gives me, ultimate queen energy as well, but more warm fuzzy a little bit. A little more warm on the warm side, like her demeanor seems, compared to Rihanna.
Well, Rihanna, like we just said with Victoria, I mean, she is the queen of cool girl energy.
If I've ever seen it.
Being in her presence is just like a blessing.
I couldn't even imagine.
Well, and Michaela, which that's a whole other thing going on in the internet right now with Michaela Nogueira, the makeup guru, whatever. But anyway, she met Rihanna. Like, they did a collab together with Fenty, and she got to meet Rihanna, and she goes, she's not only just like
I don't think I could
gorgeous human to look at. She's like, I mean, her beauty like takes you away. She's like, but she's also the nicest, coolest person, and like literally is so sweet and nice. And I go, that's exactly what I love.
Because they always say, don't meet your idols.
Yeah.
And that's great news.
Absolutely.
Music to my ears.
Right. 10 out of 10.
Pun intended.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's gonna be.
Oh, I mean, can it just be here already?
I can't even imagine what the sets they're planning. And it's like we were talking about.
What is she going to wear?
Oh my god. The costume changes are going to be out the ass.
I want to see that ass shake.
Hell yeah. I want the full performance.
Yes.
Because it's like, that is one thing about Beyonce that she's got everybody beat is that woman can perform.
And then some.
Yeah. Dance, sing, perform.
Ultimate experience.
Absolutely.
And Rihanna's just going to turn our worlds upside down for the better.
Hey-o.
Hello.
Okay. Next up, Mae Tommy Fury.
You guys, Molly Mae is pregnant. When I saw that pop up on my feed,
it's like it wasn't even real.
My world crumbled at the same time as joy. It was a bittersweet moment for me. Because I go, why am I finding out the same time as everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay? All of the comments too are being like, I feel closer to you than any other influencer. Like, I don't know you, yet this is really affecting my day.
Yes. I think the one day, if we make it in this freaking podcasting world, ladies, it will be when Steph meets Molly Mae.
Or Sydney Sweeney. Or Anna Sophia Robb.
Yeah.
I'm like, but Molly Mae, I'm on her ass heaven. Where I'm like, and I'm like, we would get along with her so well.
Yes.
Like, I mean, she's warm and fuzzy. She's cute. She's funny. She just let shit,
a beauty queen.
And the fact that her and Tommy Fury are literally having the baby, and I love the way that this has panned out, because she's always said, like, obviously me and Tommy are going to get married someday, like, totally open for that, but she was like, I've always been open to just, if we want a kid, or if we happen to have a child, like, whether we're married or not, I don't care how that goes. It doesn't have to go the conventional way, and that's what happened. They're not married yet, but it's coming soon.
For real.
It's coming soon.
Honestly, I feel like that mindset of like everything has to happen in a certain way, like I feel like that's just dying, because it's like it doesn't really matter,
right? And it's like they have plenty of money and everything. It's like to where it's like they don't need to have something like stable set up, make sure like they're good before they have kids. It's like at this point we easily could do this.
He was loaded before he even came on Love Island, and she has now been loaded ever since after.
And I don't want to give Jake Paul this attention, this press, because any press is good press, and that's why he's doing it, so people like me get pissed. I'm mad. And it's like, he like quotes the pregnancy tweet being like, thought Tommy's pullout game was better, like, or something about his pullout game because he always pulls out of fights.
Yep.
And I know that Jake Paul does not give a shit about actually hurting Molly Mae's feelings or anything like that, but sir, back off.
She cares.
The one person, don't bring into this stupid boxing drama that you're always, like, I know that you have to have beef and do shit, like, to bring attention to the boxing world and your fights and stuff, but it's like, leave my sweet angel out of this. She deserves nothing but good things. It's like, and she's always going through shit, like, I guess in the UK of, like, the paparazzi there, and, like, they always twist things on her, like, comments are negative, and, like, I'm just like, in what world don't you like her?
For real.
She's the most likable person.
And she's so sweet.
And Jake Paul, you wish, bro. You wish. You could never get Molly Mae in your life.
No.
She's so far out of your league. I'm dripping sweat.
Do you want to take
tears in my eyes?
I think you might need one.
Do you Yeah, the squeeze. Right, the squeak. The squeeze. Okay, just, give me a minute. So hard to come back from that one, that little nuggie.
Woo.
So,
all right.
What's the last one?
Moving on to Hailey Bieber going on Call Her Daddy. This is kind of a 2-topic segment because we also are going to address the whole Selena part of this plus her documentary because everyone is finding this whole timing of everything a little sus.
It does seem really like, wow. At the same time, we're about to hear both stories.
So let's talk with Selena first, which we just got schooled on this from our girl Boss Town yesterday. Yes. It is coming out on November 4th, Selena Gomez's documentary. And apparently, the guy that has been filming this for 6 years.
And he also was the director for Madonna's, documentary, that was, huge.
That shot him to fame.
Yeah,
and her.
That was, the ultimate documentary. And so now he's directing this one. And for 6 years, he's been following Selena to do this. So we're about to see it all.
Because she is also a very mysterious woman.
Totally.
Like Rihanna and Beyonce.
Absolutely.
But something about her, she is the epitome of girl next door.
Yes.
Like Addison Rae, where it's there's something so normal about Selena's,
absolutely.
But she has that element that people don't have.
Yeah.
Like Addison. It's Addison looks like the most generic girl you've ever seen.
Totally.
But there is a star quality about her that people don't have.
Yep.
So sure. It's that's Selena. I feel like that's why Selena has the most followers on Instagram and people gravitate towards her because it's when we're comparing voices, acting, everything, Selena Gomez doesn't have the best voice in the world.
No.
She's not the best actress in the world.
No.
But is she still somehow better than everybody else? Yes.
And still pulls it off somehow.
Everything
still talked about but doesn't ever really give much back to the press. We think we know her, but really I don't.
No, and it's she's so. If you watch her Vogue 70 Questions,
yes.
That's a little bit more into her life, but she just seems such a calm demeanor. She's so family oriented, so chill.
Yep.
And she's just awesome. I really like Selena.
And it's we're gonna see. I bet they'll cover her kidney thing when she got the kidney donated or whatever, and then her mental health struggle, finding out she's bipolar or around those lines,
right?
And how much clarity she got from that of understanding why she acts out or why she does things she does.
Totally.
So I'm really excited about that.
Me too.
I heard nothing but great things.
Totally. And it's also I love when we get documentaries that give you an insight of what the fame is like,
right.
Because it's everybody glamorizes fame, obviously, and people celebrities can't complain about fame,
right? It's but not everybody was a Disney star, and that's how since they were a kid shot through the roof like this.
Yeah,
and we saw how that's through everybody that's been a Disney star, whether that's turned out well for them or not. Of the spiral. Demi Lovato, her struggles with it, things like that. But with her, I'm somehow
I don't know. She is an enigma. It's how are you even real? So that's all that's going on with Selena, with her documentary that comes out on November 4th. Now, Steph, tell us about Hailey Bieber coming on Call Her Daddy as of today or yesterday.
I'm only a decent way through it. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but so far it's I'm at the point of all of the teasers that Call Her Daddy posted, of where Hailey's I'm literally going to talk about this one time and one time only, of the dynamic or what happened with her getting back with Justin when they got engaged and where that fell in line with Selena and him getting back together around the same time. Because obviously Selena and even Hailey is yeah, they have history, and that's not my history. That they have their own thing they needed to figure out. And she's when they got back together in the public eye, everybody that's been shipping them since they were 13, it's they're back together, and it's and she acknowledges that she's I never once was intimate with Justin, nothing like that when he was dating anybody else.
Totally.
And that she was them getting back together, they didn't get back together, but they were seen kind of reconciling. Basically for closure, I guess. And she's they never even got fully back together. They weren't even dating, but
I do remember though, remember when Selena posted that video of her dancing on Justin in the music studio?
Yeah.
And that was when they had been broken up and no one had seen them together. And then she posted that clip and everybody was and she's dancing on him where I'm
yeah.
Okay, so you guys are kind of back together, but maybe not.
Right, and she Hailey was basically saying that book was officially closed before me and Justin got together, and I made sure that was the thing, the case, because I'm not about to fully fall for somebody and get engaged and do all of this if there was even a slight bit of doubt in my mind that chapter for him and her wasn't closed.
Totally.
And she's I respect that relationship that they had and that they needed closure and that did happen for them. And it is what it is. And she goes, I know from the public eye that like it looked like all of a sudden, you know, I'm 21, he's 24, we're super young, got engaged within a few months, you know, like it all looked super fast. And I agree it's fast. That's not even what I saw for myself, but it was right. And it's still, they're doing well, you know. And
totally.
And just like
I did see some parts of the podcast. I haven't listened to it yet, but it was like talking about like Selena shutting down the rumors. They're like, why hasn't Selena helped you? Why hasn't Selena stopped her fans from attacking you so relentlessly? And like Alex basically was like, I feel like commenting a heart under your photo could solve all of this. Like if Selena just went on Hailey's page and commented a heart, everyone would see it. Everyone would be like, they are fine. But also, and then Hailey comes back, perfect answer, because it's like, she doesn't owe me anything. She's like, at the end of the day, I don't owe her anything. She doesn't owe me anything. It's like this, she's like, between us, we're fine. The respect is there and we are totally fine. And she did say they have talked since they got married. Since her and Hailey got married, she's talked to Selena.
Okay.
So she's like, we're fine. It's really just everybody else. And she's like, at the end of the day, it's not Selena's job to comment under my picture or like make sure her fans aren't attacking me or something like that.
And he's like, I don't want to be putting my energy into this bullshit either, you know, just to keep feeding it. But people aren't going to stop, you know. It's like,
so I guess we can't fully make a take on it since we haven't listened to the whole thing. I do think it is just interesting that she chose to go and call her daddy at this point.
I did too.
Because like
she was saying how much she hates interviews. That's why she doesn't do them, because her words get twisted and stuff.
And she hates podcasting. And it's like she's a mega celebrity. I mean, not that Alex doesn't get mega celebrities, because she does, but it just seems like she's like never does podcasts. She doesn't do this type of stuff. And like for it to come out now when Selena's documentary is coming out in like a month, it just seems like
totally. And I'm kind of like, for some reason, I'm like, not that it's beneath her to go on that or anything, but also at the same time, she gives me like it's just like, don't give the people what they want, you know, a little bit. But it's absolutely her place to tell her side of the story, you know, like stand her ground and finally just speak on it if she feels like she's ready to speak on it. Like, good for you.
And Alex's podcast is the perfect place to do that. Like, I love Alex. I mean, I feel like she just has such an ability to evolve. I mean, like,
good for her.
Straight up. Like, I mean, she went from telling everyone to cheat on their boyfriends to interviewing people about mental health and like the struggles and relationship issues. So it's like, I think Alex interviewing her was the perfect person, because it's exactly hitting the target audience.
Where it's like, I'm on her side, sister. I'm on Selena's too. Like, where I'm not the troll on your comments.
No,
like,
and also it's like, I feel like it's a very, very natural thing that they went through. It's like,
absolutely,
the feelings were all there, but no one was together. So it's like, if you like, I'm sure Selena and Justin still had some history, but they weren't together. There was some new history with Hailey, but they weren't together.
Has also been friends with him.
Yeah, like they've known each other. It's like no one was cheating, no one was being dishonest, because no one was together yet.
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
it's like there might have been some overlap with feelings.
So natural. Everybody has gone through something like that.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like it's so natural. It just happens to be. It's not even that Hailey or Selena are that famous to where everybody gives that much of a shit. It's because they're dating a mega superstar, Justin Bieber. Okay,
absolutely.
That's what she was even saying. She goes, "Well, I'm married to Justin Bieber, so it comes with the territory. I on my own have, you know, the paparazzi and things, but it's another level when it comes to I'm married to Justin Bieber."
Yeah, it's like when it's like Olivia Wilde like dating Harry Styles. It's like you got a target on your back, and it's like, frankly, I feel like no one really is in the wrong with any of that besides the press and the media and people at home.
Everybody's just made this be something that it's not, and it's been years.
For real.
Like, they've been married 4 years now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, Snitches, that is a wrap on this week's episode of We Want Gossip. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and check out our Traverse City vlog that is up. Super funny. Hilarious.
It's the best. Hilarious. And we will see you, Snitches, next week for another gossip update. Get it in, pop it in louder. Excuse me, truck.
When does that happen?
Never. Trash.
Ready?
Yep. Come on.
Hey.